Hi there, everybody. My name is Wendy Keys Turnbull, and I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. Hi, Kathy. Good to see that you're watching. I'm doing this standing up today. I'm going to be moving around a lot, and I didn't like the way the chair creaks, so I decided I would just be standing up. Hi, Collie. Okay, so the host code for this month, KYYGUEHE, and as always, the link to shop is pinned at the top of this page. So hi, Terry. So this is the sample that I made. This is a pop out window. And there's a couple different ways to do this. So I cased this idea from Jennifer McGuire, who is not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but she posts a lot of really neat card ideas, so I follow her. So this one is the moose from Christmas Friends, I think it's called. So with this one, we do a window, and then we do an extra card inside so that we have room to write, because it's pretty much taking up the whole card. And he pops right off the page. Cool, huh? So for the one that I'm going to demo for you on here, let me just put this up here out of the way. I am going to use the sketched butterflies. I'd love to make another Christmas card, but all of my Christmas stamp sets and things are tied up for my Christmas event on October 5th. So I don't really, I had to pull some things out to make this one. So I didn't want to mess myself up by pulling more out. So I'm going to go ahead and make another birthday card, because I always need birthday cards. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the Winter Meadow paper. And you can't really see it because I have scraps in front of it, but the Winter Meadow paper, Lost Lagoon, Smoky Slate, Blueberry Bushel, Pretty Peacock, and Moody Mauve, because that's kind of what's in here. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to attach, this is 5 1/4 by 4. I'm going to attach this to here only along the outside edges. It's actually easier to see what I'm doing standing up like this. I'll have to remember that. All right. And I'm actually going to do it this way. So I think I'm going to put it on this way. I'm going to do a portrait card instead of a landscape. There we go. Don't know what that little thing is there. It's a piece of fuzz. All right. And we have to get our handy dandy Stampin' and die cut and embossing machine. And I'm going to open the card up. I'll put it in this way. Now I should put it in this way so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to cut a window right here out of both the Designer Series paper and the card base. All right, that's not exactly how I want to. That looks pretty good. All right. There we go. That should do it. Okay. We will be using this. No, I think I'll use the smaller one. I have the mini also, so I'm using that one next. So, okay. So here's what we have so far. And then what we're going to do is we are going to glue this one to this one. Go ahead and use glue. Excuse my reach. Oh, I didn't reach in front of you. Okay. I probably should have used the little glue and gotten into these little ridges here to make sure that they stay down. I'll just get a little bit in there. Hi, Bev. Okay. All right. So we're going to glue that onto this. me see here. Make sure I've got it right. I do. Okay. Then we're going to glue this in here to the inside of the card. And this is the reason why I don't have to have a card on the inside like I did with my sample, because I have all this space that can be used inside the card for writing. So, whoops, this is not quite lined up down here. I think it's probably too late. I smeared it all off. Now I'm going to get glue all over my fingers. Darn it. Oh well, we'll just do the best we can here, folks. Rats. That was perfect. All right, I am going to have to... That's not going to work. I'm just going to have to trim a little bit off of here. Probably shouldn't be using my good snips for this. Always pay attention to what you're doing. Whoops. Okay, let's try this again. Backwards. Let's see if we can't get this to be right. It was perfect when I put it on. Not so much anymore. Let's see. All right, that works. Okay. Should have put it over a little bit more. That's okay. All right, so the next step is to, well, you know what? First of all, because we only did the sides, I want to put a little bit of glue in here. To adhere it up here at the top. There we go. So that that's not getting torn off. There. All right. Now, sorry, cleaning the glue off my hands. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside for a minute. I am going to take this. I am going to use this butterfly, and I just realized that I forgot to get my Memento ink out of one of the boxes. So if you hang on just a second, I am going to get some Memento ink from one of my boxes in here. Lucky for me, it was only one box down. Okay, because I'm going to use blends to color these, so I want to make sure. Oops. There we go. Still doesn't look like it's completely covered there. Okay. And you'll have to forgive my acrylic blocks too, because they're all being used. So, perfect. So, okay. All right, so I'm going to cut out 2 of these because I want to strengthen the card. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut these both out and then I'll glue them together. We know how that worked, don't we? Okay. It would help. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know where my brain is. It would certainly help if I used the die when I did that. Gotta find the die. I didn't pull it out. I wondered why it went through so easily. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, so I think I'm going to do them one at a time just because I know I've got to line the die up. So let's not worry about what's in the back of it. Okay. Oops. Plate. There's one. And then we'll just cut another one out of here. Just a plain one. Oh, it really does work a lot better when you actually use the die. Okay. My goodness. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put that back so I don't lose it. You would not believe what a mess my room is. My floor is so littered with scraps right now. I have I have of the 20 cards for October 5th, I have 17 of them, or 13 of them prepped. I have 7 left to do, so, okay. Again, this is Tombow glue in a little fine tip glue bottle, which it comes, even with the fine tip glue bottle, it comes out a little bit too much. So be careful not to squeeze and get the stuff to ooze out. Give that a second. I'm going to show you how we're going to prepare the piece that pops it while we're letting that dry before I color on it. So I have this piece. It is 4 inches by a 1/2 inch. You can make it any width you need depending on what you're popping and how wide what you're popping is, but this one isn't very wide, so I decided 1/2 inch would be enough. Could probably even be a little bit smaller than that. I am going to score it. Yeah, I'm going to do it on this end. At 1/2, put it here. You guys can see it, I hope. Okay, I'm going to score it at 1/2. Whoops, let me get that over there first. 1/2, 1, and 1 1/2. Then I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to do the same thing again. 1/2, 1 inch, and 1 1/2 inches. That's not quite. There we go. Okay. So that is our popping mechanism. What we're going to do is we're going to accordion fold it like this. Ooh, that's really close. All right. And I'll show you what we're going to do with that in a few minutes. Let's get this colored first. Feels like it's probably dry enough. And I'm going to color it with Moody Mauve, Smoky Slate, and Pretty Peacock, and possibly some Lost Lagoon too. So just want to color his body in. I want to be able to see the lines in his body. Otherwise, I would have used the black. Get a little bit in here. Okay. Then let's do light or dark. Let's do light Pretty Peacock here. Yeah, dark would have been too dark, I think. I like to make everything that I color symmetrical. So I always color opposing spots. And of course, this isn't a symmetrical butterfly, but that's how I like to do it. So I think I am going to use, and this is light Lost Lagoon. I'm going to put a little bit of that here. Feels like this is dry. Certainly shouldn't be. It's sort of new. Let's see here. What's happening? Yeah, it is dry. Wow. All right, good to know. I'll have to put some more color in there. All right. Let's do our Moody Mauve. Let's start with the light. Nope, let's start with the dark, since I'm going to use both. I really like these sketched butterflies. I like how they are truly sketched. Lots of little marker spots, little squiggly lines. Okay. And notice I'm not being super neat. I am just coloring. That doesn't need to be neat. Hi, Julie. I was going to use watercolor pencils and really make it look watercolory because I think the paper looks kind of watercolory. Unfortunately, we don't have watercolor pencils in the colors that I needed, so I couldn't. All right, I'm going to want some more teal on this, so. Yeah, I need some more teal. See what color the teal ends up being when you color over the Moody Mauve with it. Let's go. Oh, it colors it right in. Just stripes here. See if I can make it. It's the wrong one. See if I can make it look kind of watercolory. Okay, let's make. Hey, Christine. Okay. All right, I think that's good enough. Oh, except it's kind of messy down there. I would have liked to have had the colors blending in a little bit more, but this will have to do. Okay, so now we take this. It's almost too small. See how it's like bending in together, joining in, but I think it will be fine. We're going to put glue on these wings, these flaps. And I just realized I've missed something. That's all right, I'll fix it in a minute. Okay, I'm going to do this. That down there. And then we're going to put some glue on the top of that. We're going to put the butterfly. I don't like this butterfly. Oh well. On there. I should have made them all in shades of gray. I think I would have liked that better. There he pops. Now, I want to stamp wishing you a beautiful birthday. Nope, on the outside I want to stamp thinking of you, which I didn't get out. Nope, I didn't. Okay. On the outside I'm going to stamp thinking of you, and I'm going to stamp it in the blueberry bushel. And I don't like using this block. It's too big and it's too light. Yep, and it looks like my blueberry bushel could use some re-inking. Now I gotta be careful. Okay, I'll make sure that that will fit first. Yes, it will. If I get it perfect, I better do it this way. There we go. All right, cut that out. Oops, almost put it right in the ink. Those of you who are coming to the Christmas event on October 5th, just a warning in case I forget to tell you that day. I am hi Sharon, I am re-inking all of my ink pads, so they will all be squishy. Just be warned about that. Okay. just going to plop this down here like that. I feel like it should be popped. So we will pop it. Yep. Make sure I got the right side. I also feel like there should be a ribbon under it. So let me see what I've got here that might work under it. Just a plain white ribbon would work. Okay. Let me get one. You know what? I got a better idea. I've got ribbon down here in my Christmas box. Nope, that's not. Sorry guys, I'll be right with you. There it is. I was looking for the iridescent ribbon, sheer ribbon. I knew that I had one in a box, but I was hoping I had a loose one, an unopened one. Now the trick is to get it open without cutting the ribbon. Nope, that's the ribbon. You know what? I'm just going to pull the ribbon out. Tweezers. Tweezers. Come on out, ribbon. Oop. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't believe, there it is. There it is. Okay. I just want a piece. We'll stick out on each side. And I should have put it under my, let's see how that looks. Yes, that's what I want. All right, and now I'm just gonna do this so that I can put it on there. There we go, that's better. I might replace that butterfly because I really don't like it. Looks like it's somebody, a kindergartner, painted it or drew it. Okay, so the problem is I meant to put this in before I put that in. So here's something for you to remember. You want to put a card inside. You want to do it before you take that out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to match this up. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to go ahead and run this over here out of sight. See how far off I got it. All right, let's see how I did. Not great. Oh boy. I guess I should have gone here. Oh well. Nope, I'm just not going to use that. We're just going to stamp right on here. So that's what I was going to do, was put the smoky slate. It already came off. I'm not having a good night tonight, you guys. I don't know what's going on here. I was going to put the smoky slate in there, but instead, we will just, let me clean that off. Oh, I already have one out. This is really pretty designer series paper. I was happy they brought it back. I gave some of it, either sold some of it last year during my Christmas thing or gave some away as a prize, not realizing that it was coming back. But that's okay. Somebody was able to enjoy it. All right, I think it might have been Judy actually that I gave it to. All right, these little babies are going down here. Put them up here. Let's smoky slate. I'm going to do those in smoky slate since I didn't put the smoky slate. I can't wait until my holiday event is done and I can have all my stuff back to use. Okay, pretty. Okay, and then, oh, good idea, Collie. Oh, well, too late now. Actually, you know what I could have done is I could have put that down here. Maybe I will. The flower, the butterfly still shows over there. Nah, I'm just going to stamp on here. Okay, and thank you, Terry. It could have been better, though. Oops. Oh, dear. That's not good. I will be gluing that together. Okay. I'm going to try a smaller block. Teeny tiny block. All right, but I think it'll work better. My blueberry bushel. I'm going to have to remember to re-ink this. Okay. All right, and then we're just going to put this right here. Wishing you a beautiful birthday. And it's very crooked. I am not having a good day. You know what, Collie? I'm going to put this over it and start over. Do it again. Brand new stamp and seal. I probably shouldn't be putting it on before I stamp it, knowing the kind of evening I'm having, but taking a chance. Gonna line it up with that one. I am going to, well, I might as well stamp this on it. See, the problem is I put the stamp on here sideways, and birthday doesn't really run. That's better. Hi, Tammy. That's okay. It's been a real interesting thing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and put these guys on again. I didn't get that very clean, did I? Oh, well. Remember that I broke this, so I'll have to be careful. Oh, I got to go back to that other. Okay, let's use the giant block, shall we? Maybe I'll put these guys on this side. Oh, it's wet. It's going to make a mess, but oh well. Now we're going to put them on this side. There, not bad. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm not so happy with the butterfly, but I'm happy with the rest of the card. Thanks for the idea, Collie. I will glue that so I won't put that away. So, aside from the fact that I got that glued together wrong and everything else that went wrong. So there's your pop out made with just a piece of cardstock. And there's the inside. Let me show you this one because it's so much better. All right, so happy holidays. And with this one, we did another card on the inside so that we could write in it. Otherwise, it took up too much space. We would have had to write around the sides, and that just isn't enough. So there you go. And you'll also notice that I used a circle, a plain white circle there too, so that he would stand out more. I also thought about putting some blue down here because he's on ice skates. Can you guys see that? He's on ice skates. I think that's so cool. So, yeah, so that's my Christmas. And here's my butterfly. It's also not even in the middle. It's definitely a Wendy original. There's no doubt about that. I think this is the worst card I've made online live ever, but I still like it, okay. I'm going to have to adjust it. I might just make it all over again after I get off. offline and do the butterfly different and fix this part. I think I will. I will definitely show it to you. So, okay, what else do I have to tell you? Nothing really. I am all set. I'm working on getting the Christmas cards ready. I'm almost done getting them ready. I had a little bit of help from a couple of my team, and I'm at a doable spot because I've still got like a week and a half left. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And I will see you all next week. I already know what I'm doing next week. It's another Jennifer McGuire card. So have a wonderful week. Happy stamping. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye. Let's get that down there too.